matchup between the Colts and the Chargers. We know the Colts are a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Can we say the same thing about the Chargers? Also, we talk about what the Chargers need to fix moving forward. It all starts now on the Bolt Crew podcast.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the Bolt Crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the Bolt Crew, best up in the business. It's the Bolt Crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.
Hey everybody, Dave Palais, Josh Palais, and Mario Herron, Bolt Crew podcast, post-game show as the Chargers lose 38-24 to the Indianapolis Colts. Some big problems that are starting to show their way right here. When you look at Charger football, the team is 1-3 in their last 4 games as the Chargers have struggled. Today was a completely different game, though. It wasn't one of those where you say it's the Commanders, and man, you should have beat the Commanders, especially with all the injuries they had, and that was a home game. It's not the Giants where you have a rookie quarterback playing his very first game, and you're saying, man, should have won that game. This was a Colts team that, guys, in my opinion, has shown they are the best team in the AFC. Right now, the Colts, which I can't believe we're saying that it's October 19th, and no one spoke about the Colts the way we did the Buffalo Bills, the way you do the Ravens, the way you do the Chiefs, all the powerhouses. But the Colts really have come out of nowhere, and they showed today, and they've shown the entire season, they really don't have a weakness. Pretty incredible what the Colts are able to do. At the same time, we want to be in position of what the Colts are doing. We want to be a Super Bowl contender, and to be 1-3 in your last 4 is very frustrating.
Very frustrating. The Colts, I believe, do have a weakness. Their secondary is their weakness. Justin Herbert threw for the most yards he's ever thrown in a game, but it really does not matter if the Chargers don't win. I think the Colts aren't just the best team in the AFC, Dave. I think the Colts are the best team in the NFL with that offensive line that can block for the best running back in the NFL right now, and Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Jones, who got out of hell in New York and is actually with a competent franchise in Indianapolis. I think this is a team that's built for the playoffs, a team that's built for winning, and they have everything the Chargers don't have along the lines, and that's the offensive line and the defensive line, Mario.
They do, and every time they need a big play, every time they need something to happen, they get it, and that was evident across the board today. You know, Chargers are driving on them. You know, we get to their own, 28-yard line. The Colts really need something to get the momentum back. What do? They tip a pass, it's picked off, it's Colts football. What are you going to do? We're on their 8-yard line. Again, momentum starting to fill in the stadium. Chargers feel like they're going to come back in this game. What happens? They pick off Justin Herbert. Good teams find a way to win, and the Colts found ways to win today. Chargers did not. They sat back, and they were a losing team. And at the end of the day, they were not the better team, and that's why they lost this game, Dave.
They weren't even in the same look. 38-24 to me wasn't indicative of what the really the matchup was. And I know people are sitting saying they gave up all these points to the Chargers 24 and Herbert those for 400 yards. I got it. Here's the deal. The Colts were completely in control the whole time. They were. Shane Steichen was just playing with you. Do you understand? They could do whatever they wanted at any time. And the thing is, and they spoke about it on the broadcast, couldn't agree more. Daniel Jones just doesn't make mistakes when he's sitting there going to go underneath. And often quarterbacks should just take what's given to them. Hate to tell you, it's what Tom Brady did his entire career. Guess what? It equals a lot of Super Bowl championships and a lot of drives that just continue where defense is down. Very frustrating to watch what happened to the Chargers today. I see people are saying, man, Jim Harbaugh was out-coached. Look, the talent level is night and day. And Josh said it right at the beginning. It all starts with the lines, defensive line, offensive line. Our offensive line is a goddamn joke. It's the worst in the NFL. It's terrible. The grades are ridiculous. And I know when your team's losing, you get frustrated as a fan. You get mad at maybe stupid things. You get mad at announcers. I mean, it's always funny when people get so mad at announcers. They just because they're giving you bad news. But, man, I hate to say it, guys. When guys go down and they get hurt on our side, like early on, I get so frustrated. I don't know nobody's getting hurt on purpose, but I'm like, dude, get your ass up, or of course you're hurt. Like, it's the one thing that I get up.
Did we lose Dave? Is he
I think
that
we just
mad?
lost Dave. Yeah,
He
that
had to
was
leave.
Chargers.
I
just
knew this
hacked
was going to
our stuff.
happen. Yeah. I'll finish Dave's point for him. This Chargers team is so embarrassing on offense and defense when you need them in terms of penalties and injuries. As Dave said, they were making fun of us. Like JJ Watt 100% was making fun of us on the broadcast. Another injury for the Chargers. And by the way, JJ Watt, how did you get Harry Potter's glasses? Let me know off air how you got those. I know you're trying to look smart because you're a former player. Those glasses are way too big. The injuries are annoying, obviously, that you're not trying to get hurt. Nobody is. But the defense is embarrassing. And there's no other way to put it, Mario, besides just straight up embarrassing. The Colts could get whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, and they did. They make Daniel Jones look like one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. And he's played like it this year. He's played like more than a game manager. People want to say he's a game manager. I would fight back and say this guy is throwing the passes you need on third down. He's getting the first downs you need. He can hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor. That's fine. But he's making completions deep down the field as well.
I mean, that deep ball to Alex Pierce was a beautiful dime. And it was just one of those where he put it in the spot where only the defender can make a play on it. And it was just like, come on, how the hell is this happening? And look, I was a Colts hater. I never believed in Daniel Jones. I thought it was all going to come crashing down. I thought maybe it could in this game with how good the Chargers defense is. But instead, I mean, I know Jonathan Taylor had a great game and he was carving us up. But when Daniel Jones had time, when he could just survey the field, I mean, he had Tyler Warren open, it felt like all the time. He had Michael Pittman whenever he wanted. He had Alec Pierce downfield whenever he wanted. He is a very, very good quarterback in this league, and he's a perfect guy for this Indianapolis Colts system. I was really disappointed in Jesse Minter today, and I was disappointed in how that defense showed up as a whole. I felt like they lacked energy. I felt like they didn't respond well, and when we kind of needed a big play, when we needed a turnover, they just never really cashed in on it, Dave. And I was excited. Like, we had Mac back today who got a sack, like, great stuff. But they just really let down this team.
Yeah, well, look, we didn't play as well as, certain guys we expect to play up, and basically dictate wins for us. And I hate to say it, we spoke about it on Thursday's show. If you heard Thursday's show, everything that we're worried about actually happened, right? And the question was asked, how many touchdowns can Jonathan Taylor score and still get a win? Well, he blew right past that number, right? He blew right past it. And at the same time, we weren't close to stopping Jonathan Taylor. And Daniel Jones carved us up. He straight out did. I mean, he straight out carved us up. I thought it was interesting with Daniel Jones because he got that contract with the Giants after having that one big playoff win. Remember that? And the Giants were kind of stuck. What do? Do you pay him or do you not pay him? And they were stuck paying him. They're like, oh, this is one of the biggest mistakes in franchise history, paying him. And so they give him the money and they pay him. And the Giants immediately regret it. Then he, cut loose and he's with a backup with the Vikings last year. Well, he goes to the Colts. They told an interesting story, which I'm a big team guy. I always have been a big team guy. We told you how the NFL schedule works. You play on Sunday, you go in on Monday, you get your treatment. Tuesday is an off day for everybody in the league. You come back on Wednesday, you prepare for the very next game. You heard them say, Daniel Jones says, the team gets together on Monday nights. I mean, basically, hey, Marty, you got an off day, but you really don't, because when your off day starts, I'm going to make you go out to dinner with me, and you're like, geez, man, this is a long goddamn season. This is more than half the year, and I got to spend my off time with you. Well, the Colts are saying it pays off. To change sports, the Dodgers say they do the same thing. It's the key to their success too, is that the connectiveness, the family, they have each other's back in a physical game where it takes one guy to mess up a play. The Colts are doing everything the right way, and everybody wanted to goof on, the owner who's now sitting there on the sideline with her basically pad and paper. Who cares what she's writing on it? It doesn't matter. At the same time, she's an involved owner, and people want to goof on her. They have one loss, and if it wasn't for that guy dropping the ball, running into the end zone against the Rams, they'd be the only undefeated team in the league. I don't know what the Chargers' problem is as far as if it's because they're close or not. Guys, I hate to say it, it's talent. The reason the Chargers struggle is because of talent on both sides of the ball, offense and defensive line, as we mentioned before. I mean, just dumb stuff. Moving your goddamn hand before the snap, pushing the ball back. You just got, simple stuff. And look, I see people starting to write about Q, and whenever I mention QJ, you just hate him. F every one of you that says I have something against QJ. You saw it today. How many drop balls? Even some of the routes weren't even at the first down marker. It was driving me crazy. Like, dude, we need a first down. It's 4th. You aren't even over the yellow line. Like, how come everyone else knows where to go? I mean, I'm about burnt out on QJ, and I don't want to see them trade QJ for a tight end. Look, we found our tight end. Okay, we got one. I'm very happy with the tight end. We'll get into that. I know Josh is ready to talk about him. Mario's ready to talk about him. It was the highlight of the day to show we've turned the corner on tight end. Will Disley, you can go after yourself with your brick hands too. That was ridiculous. That was a big play. We needed to catch that ball. But as far as QJ goes, I can't depend on you. Do you understand? I can't depend on you. And I would trade him. Let's Trey Harris, dude, we want to see you get more reps. Let's get something for QJ because there's an NFL team out there that loves him. So let's go get something in return.
So the thing about QJ, we'll talk about QJ right now, okay? He is fine usually in the first half. When it comes down to the fourth quarter, you cannot rely on him to catch the ball. It's happened time and time again. I understand that the pass to him at the end of the game was low, but it hit both of his hands, and he's an NFL receiver. He needs to catch that ball. Chargers probably lose this game regardless, but that's not the point. You need to catch the ball when your team needs you. He is not wide receiver 1. He's not wide receiver 2. He's wide receiver 3 on this team. Keenan Allen, shout out to Keenan Allen, dude. Balling out the entire game, was unbelievable. Aronde Gadsden, holy hell. That is the most receiving yards by a Charger in a game this entire season by 64. I believe he had 164 yards today. The previous high was 100 by Ladd McConkey last week, I believe. Dude, I'm over QJ dropping passes in the fourth quarter. You cannot rely on him whatsoever. If you could trade him and get a center, my God, you got to do it. If you can get anything that could help the team right now, I would do it. I think Trey Harris is ready to step up. He looked very good today. I love our receiving core for the most part. Ladd's great. Keenan's great. Trey Harris, I believe in. And Aronde Gadsden is our tight end of the future.
So you guys are going to hate me for this, but I thought Quinn Johnson's drops weren't necessarily on him. I thought him and Herbert could not get on the same page today at all. It felt like every ball that Herbert was throwing to him, I get it. You know, not all balls are perfect, but like they were behind him. Like they could not connect at all today. Like that was the thing I kept going in my mind. I'm like, for some reason, if he was going right, Herbert was going left. If Herbert was going straight, he was going, the opposite direction. Like they just could not get on the same page to save their life. And maybe that's chemistry. Maybe that's one of them not being in the right spot or just not the communication wasn't there. But I just thought the whole time they were on two different planets, two different worlds, playing two different games. And I thought the problem was there. Gaston, on the other hand, he is the tight end in the future. And I felt like he kind of really broke through today because the Chargers have kept doing this thing, Dave, that's been pissing me off to no end. And we got back-to-back weeks of this. No touchdowns in the first half. Offense looks terrible. First possession of the second half. It's like we found it. We found the magic bottle. We found Michael's secret sauce, and we were drinking it like we're in Space Jam. And next thing you know, we're going downfield. And it's like, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this earlier? Why are we doing quick passes earlier? Why is it taking us so long to get to the red zone? And last week, you're able to do it because you're facing the freaking Dolphins. But now when you face a big boy and you face a team that's going to be in the conversation for the 1 seed in the AFC, you fold. And if you want to be a playoff team and you keep doing that, you're never going to win.
What do we do? Look, here's the deal. In the third quarter, when we got the ball, we scored a 13:01 remaining in the third. Okay. Justin Herbert, 7-yard TD pass, QJ. Scores now 23-10. And we're going, okay. Then Abdullah on the kickoff return runs it back 81 yards to the Chargers 14 at 12:03. 58 seconds after we just scored 7. The Colts score 8. I mean, what the hell's happening? Right when you think we're making a move, it lasted 58 seconds, Mario, to feel good that we had a chance. We gave them 8. They converted the 2-point conversion off of that. What's going on? You always hear you got to be good at all 3 phases of the game. Man, there's so many things that went wrong, and it wasn't against a bad team this time. It was actually against a good team. But I'm with you. It always seems like we settle for those 3 at the beginning of games. Like it's not important to score 7 at the beginning of games. It's very strange. This offense is very frustrating. And I know a lot of people right now, we're watching the Giants and the Broncos at the same time as we do this show with the Broncos trying to kick the game-winning kick right here. Let's hope they can't get it together. Giants, by the way, are up 32-30 with 2 seconds remaining. Denver's about to kick a chip shot field goal to win this thing. Just to break our hearts more.
What yard line are they on? I have the 43.
20.
They move up.
20.
They moved up to 20.
Yeah, they threw a deep ball.
37-yard field goal coming up.
Dude, I bet on the under on this game. I lost tragically. Thought I was going to win. So when you're talking about the Chargers defense, when was the last time they had a good game? It was a month ago against the Denver Broncos. I mean, the Chargers easily could have lost last week. That would have been 4 losses in a row. The defense, I understand that the Colts offensive line is very good, but that's no reason for the defense to have so many missed assignments. How many times were the DBs looking at each other like, I thought that was your guy, or the linebackers are filling the wrong hole? Jonathan Taylor's running for 20 yards over and over and over again. It's like the defense cannot get on the same page. I got to question Jesse Minter. I mean, this is your defense. You've been bad 4 games in a row. The Dolphins carved you up last week. They probably should have lost. Today, Daniel Jones carved you up. I don't even know what to say about who's good on this defense right now. Even Derwin James sometimes looks like he's out of place. It's probably not him. It's probably other guys that he's filling in for. But I don't understand the communication on this defense. It's 2 years you've had Jesse Minter, and guys don't know where to go.
I guess the good news after this, guys, is Jesse Minter will be a Charger defensive coordinator next year. Except these two perform, you know what I mean? Like, this defense is taking such a step back. And I thought Steichen, I mean, it looked like anything the Chargers did, he just had an answer for. And it felt like there was no bad play for the Colts. Like, the success rate in this game, I would love to see it. Except that it was, if not 100%, probably maybe 97. Because the only bad job I can think of is that 3 and out.
Yeah, no, you're right. It felt like everything we were doing was rushed, and for Steichen, it felt like everything was in slow motion. Like he was just playing with us the entire time. By the way, Broncos kicked the game-winning field goal. They won 33-32. I got someone knocking at the door. It's a midget waiting to kick me right in the nuts. That's the way my day's been going the entire day. So
Denver scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. All of their points came in the fourth quarter, and they won. How does that happen? 33 points in one quarter. I'm sorry I cut you off. That's crazy.
I have nothing to say. What do you want to see me cry?
Broncos offense isn't that good. 33 points. All right. Is this a positive? Is this a positive that Keenan Allen and Oronde Gadsden had about as many yards as the entire Colts team? Does that mean anything to you, Dave?
Repeat that question one more time. I'm sorry.
Oronde Gadsden and Keenan Allen had as many receiving yards as the entire Colts team. They had 283 receiving yards. The Colts had 288 receiving yards.
No, because here's the deal. No, here's the deal. Jonathan Taylor is so goddamn good. I mean, he's a huge weapon in this league. He's always been great. He's pulling it together, obviously, this year when he had some years. It's so funny I don't know how many people pay attention to the Colts, but the Colts are one of those where they've always had a really good offensive line, but they didn't play well the last few years, you know? The Colts always did things great in the interior, but they didn't play well the last few years. That's why people weren't talking about the Colts passing the Texans in the division this year. But the Colts are putting it together now. I mean, they are. They're putting it together. I mean, I don't know if the NFL likes it, doesn't like it. Not a major market at all. You know, it's not the big personality, the Peyton Manning who does every commercial on TV. It's Daniel Jones. It's Shane Steichen. A lot of people probably couldn't even tell you who the head coach of the Colts was a few weeks ago. People were telling Josh on Thursday's show, Steichen's not a good coach. You don't know what you're talking about. Steichen is a very good coach. Always has been. Always very good. So, look, the Colts are doing great. I can't worry about the Colts until we see them in the postseason because we don't play them twice. But for the Chargers being 1-3 in their last 4 games, there are major problems right now going on because we aren't sure how to fix it or when we're going to come out of it. It's not one of those, well, hey, at least we have the Vikings on Thursday. It doesn't feel like that, right? The only game that feels like that is when we know on the schedule we're going to face the Titans and Mike McCoy. Feel pretty good about that one. I feel pretty good about facing the Raiders again. But otherwise, every one of these games left on the schedule, even the Cowboys game is that we laughed about. You sit there and you shake your head, you're going, man, that's not going to be easy either. You know, they got to pull it together if they want to be a serious playoff team.
The thing that I never thought would happen with this Chargers team is that the offense and the defense cannot be good at the same time. Like whenever the defense is good, the offense struggles. Whenever the offense is good, the defense struggles. I thought Jim Harbaugh would have both of them good at the same time. You know, like it doesn't make any sense why the offense can score. They're supposed to score 30 points today. If Justin Herbert doesn't miss wide open Lad McConkey on that one pass, they score 30 points today. That should be enough to beat the Colts. If you score 30 points in the NFL, you should win. If you score 24 points in the NFL, you should probably win. The defense is so freaking bad right now, Mario. We can't beat anybody. And you're talking about playing the Dallas Cowboys later in the season. Dallas is going to score 50 points on us if our defense plays like they did today. It's one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And it's confusing, like I said, because guys are just not even in the right place. Like, guys don't even know where to stand. They don't know who they're covering. The tackling is horrible on this team. There's nothing on the defense right now that makes you hopeful going forward.
I feel like they need to do tackling drills all over again. Like, they can't get anyone down anymore. It's like, what the hell's going on? I thought our linebackers were one of the best. I thought our corners and safeties were one of the best, but now it looks like that's just all falling apart. And, Josh, when you brought up the combination of Gaston and Keenan Allen's receiving yards, I think that's more says the problem of how non-existent our run game was and how we just had to completely abandon it. Like, the Chargers just had to give it up. Justin Herbert led all rushers with 31 yards. Vidal 9 carries for 20 yards today. That's 2.2 average. Haskins had 1 carry for 3 yards. Like, as great as this yardage is for, Allen and the passing game, and Herbert throwing for 420 yards, like, oh my God. You go, well, they had no other option. And then we were down. And the big thing we said, Dave, on Thursday was you can't get down against the Colts. You have to start off strong against the Colts, because as soon as you go down, they're never giving it back up, because that's just the way they play football. And that's how they win games. And what do the Chargers do? They got down quick. And they never able to get back.
You know it was 20-3. And you're sitting here chasing. I mean, Rodney Harrison used to drop the line all the time when he was with the Chargers. We got to punch him in the mouth. Punch him in the mouth early, shock him, and then let them chase us. That's what the Colts do. I mean, I admired every bit of it. I wish it was us that did it. At the same time, I'm going to go to one other negative here. And we've spoken about this for years on this show. Thought maybe it changed. The goddamn Justin Herbert deflected passes wears me out. I don't understand how it happens all the time. I don't understand how we have a quarterback that's 6'5" and gets more passes deflected and knocked down than Kyler Murray, who's 4'2". Like, I don't understand how that happens all the time. It wears me out. And look, let's be honest. Justin Herbert's great. I'm not taking a shot at Justin Herbert. I'm still a huge fan. The interception in the end zone killed us. He knows it too. All right. The deflected pass interception kills us. There could have been another one. But at the same time, man, protect the ball. He has no time to do anything. Sometimes, look, as much as he gets hit and DeForest Buckner disrupted him pretty good at the end, dude, when you see the camera from behind and you realize, oh my God, number one, there's no one open. 2 is they are on him so fast, and I'm shocked he doesn't get sacked more. He's a hell of an athlete. Doesn't mean it equals wins. But, man, at the same time, we can always talk about it. How long can you keep this guy healthy? This is not good for for the team or for Justin Herbert's career.
How many times can you expect Justin Herbert to drop back and pass when you have your 6th and 7th string tackles in? I mean, there's no team in the NFL that has their 6th and 7th string tackles in. You could expect them to block for your quarterback, which they don't do. I mean, Austin Deculus is really bad. He's really, really bad. And I just like to set a reminder, we traded a pick for him. We don't trade picks for anybody, but we traded a pick for Austin Deculus. It's terrible. Another guy that needs to be shouted out on this show for the wrong reasons is Dion Henley. He had 2 tackles. 2 tackles. Middle linebacker going against the Colts team that runs the ball a lot with Jonathan Taylor. He had 2 tackles. You could almost not even move and get 2 tackles if you're going to play middle linebacker. Yet he did that today.
Just going to find it.
Yeah, he's been really bad since his flu game. I mean, we need that guy to play great every single game, just like we need Derwin James to play great every single game. Henley needs to step up. There's no excuse for you to have 2 tackles when you're the middle linebacker, a guy that's supposed to be one of the top leading tacklers in the NFL.
And where's this energy of this defense? Where is this? Like, Henley was kind of the leader in that. Him and Derwin James, I feel like that's kind of falling apart at the wayside, especially these last couple of weeks. And maybe they do have chances to get right. Like, you do face the Vikings, and whether it's JJ McCarthy or Cam Ward that you have the following week, you basically face 2 rookie QBs back to back, one with a coach that is an interim coach right now, and that team has nothing to play for. But O'Connell, I'm sorry, not O'Connor. That's the guy I work with. O'Connell is a hell of an offensive mind. And if you're not ready for him, he's going to have Justin Jefferson go for 200 yards on you before you can even blink. A side thing, Dave, that really pissed me off. Maybe this bothered you. Maybe it hit you to the point where, like, this game's over already. It's 4th and 22. And it's obviously a do or die situation. First off, that 4th possession, were you guys sitting there going, hey, let's hurry the blank up and let's treat it more like a 2-minute drill. Vidal not getting out of bounds. I was like, what do you just get out of bounds? Like, stop thinking about it and just go. Be like that guy in Friday Night Lights that's scared of getting hit. Just go out of bounds. I don't care anymore. You got to save the time. And then on top of that, we get a delay of game. How do we get a delay of game? Greg, how does that happen? Justin, how does that happen? Jim, how does that happen? You make life harder for yourself. And why are you doing that? Football's already hard enough. It's that, Dave. I mean, if this wall, didn't have some grit behind it, there'd be a hole in it.
Yeah, we don't play smart football. I mean, obviously, good teams seem to play smart football, right? The Patriots, when they were winning, seem to be one of the smarter teams in the league. The Raiders have been one of the dumbest teams in the league for more than 20 years, and the record shows it. The Chargers aren't playing smart football. You expect it's called being a well-coached team. We don't look like a well-coached team. Tart it might be the dumbest guy on the planet. I mean, it is crazy the stuff he does. And at this point, I'll almost take anything to just have him out there. But god dang, against the Dolphins, dumb stuff. Today, dumb stuff. Deculus should change his first name from Austin to Ree, because every time I watch, I'm like, this is ridiculous. It is so frustrating watching this guy. It's I can't believe we traded a pick for him. I can't believe he's on our team. I can't believe he's in the NFL. And I can't believe that we're so short-handed. We're relying on him to help us. It's insane. It's insane, man, what we see right now. Look, man, we've gone after Joe Ortiz a lot. That's all I can blame right now. Is like this roster is very frustrating. You talk about energy, Mario, and I think energy does matter in football, whether it's college level, whether it's high school, whether it's the pros. I think it does matter. The two guys, all right, and I'm not talking Khalil Mack because he brings it every game, always has his entire career, but he just came back today. Derwin James, I know, is going to give me everything. Every game. I know next week, Derwin James, I don't have to worry about number 3. Old man Tony Jefferson brings it, which is crazy. You can't rely on Tony Jefferson to be the energy guy. Guy's been in the league forever. You know what I mean? We aren't expecting Tony Jefferson to do great things. But, dude, he can't be the energy guy. Where are these guys? How does this not seem to mean more? How do we get out-energied, out-efforted by other teams?
There's no excuse. I mean, Tony's nickname is Unk. Like, the energy guy's nickname is Unk. We're relying on our Unk to have energy. It's insane that the Chargers don't show more energy. Also, another point that we haven't talked about was Tony Jefferson definitely stopped Jonathan Taylor short of the first down, but yet they're going to give it to him like there's no chance he wasn't there. He did not get the first down. That was crazy. And then the Nyheim Hines face mask that you could see from the 300 level. Yeah, they don't call it. Yeah. Dude, he kissed his shoulder. And they're going to I didn't see anything. Like, are we serious here? I don't know if that makes a difference in the Chargers winning or losing, but as a fan, you get frustrated when these are major plays during the game. They don't get it right. There's no excuse for $1 billion league for you not to get those plays right.
God dang it. So frustrating. By the way, F Denver. I cannot believe they gave up 33 points, the Giants in the fourth quarter. I still can't get over that. It's like, just made my day worse.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That little person's going to come over after the game and kick you in the nuts. Don't forget about that.
And what's the deal with, while we're at it, what's the deal with the Raider players just quitting on Pete Carroll?
Over. That team is over.
Completely has quit. And Max Crosby's now hurt. So you're like, stupid. We told you to trade Max Crosby and get draft picks. But you guys didn't even do that. It's one commodity you had. You messed that up too.
Also, the PR person for the Miami Dolphins, tough year. I mean, at every press conference, are you just sitting there going, just please don't say anything stupid? McDaniels and
he's done. He'll get
fired.
Are
like, has to be fired tomorrow. Has to be. I know you brought up the Disley drop already, but that has to be top 5 worst drop I've ever seen. I've never seen something where it hits you in the face and then you kick it.
Dude, almost turned into an interception. Why would he kick it?
I have no idea. That's like one of those where, your family watches it and you have to write a letter to your parents after going, I'm really sorry for that drop.
Yeah. All right. We got the comments. We're going to start with Angie Ibarra, 999. She says, is this team so cursed that they broke Harbaugh? What happened to the Minter defense? Jim Harbaugh, I don't think he's broken, but when he does talk after these games, he does look like he's going to cry. Look at one tear might come out. He looks like exhausted, and I don't. Part of it's his fault. Part of it's not. I mean, how much do you expect to block with your 6th and 7th string tackles? Joe Ortiz is a lot to blame for this. Jim Harbaugh is to blame for this. Jesse Minter's a lot to blame for this. But I don't think he's broken.
I don't know what
Remember-
happened to Jim. I don't know what happened to Jim, guys. I mean, I'm not saying Jim's not as smart of a football coach as he was 6 months ago, but dude, I'd love to see that testosterone level checked. I'd like to see Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie walk into his house and have a talk with him because he doesn't seem like the same guy. Where's the energy?
Okay, you're not gonna get enough credit for that reference. That was 10 out of 10 right there. That I know,
Doesn't it always seem like Frank Thomas is hitting on everybody's wife too in those commercials?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, dude, hey, Frank, big hurt. Hey, you know what? Appreciate the advice. Why do you keep staring at my wife? Yeah, it's kind of weird.
The line too that they always deliver in the end with and my wife loves it too.
Yeah,
I'm always like that. I bet that was so uncomfortable to say on set.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Do I really gotta say this?" The director's like, "Yes, come on, send the day." But also to Harbaugh. Remember, it took a while at Michigan. Like overnight, they did get better, but it took a while to be a top program in the country again.
Yeah, I don't got a while, Mario. All right. I got a birthday coming up in a month. I don't got a while. All right. I need it now. I need to win now. Angie's about the same age I am. All right. Both of us, we need to see this team win now. We don't have the patience.
Dave takes stroke medicine. He doesn't have a long
Yeah,
time.
I do. I literally take heart attack and stroke medicine every day. Like, I need it now, Mario. Can't do this
Yeah.
anymore.
Damn.
Sons of Cleat, $10 says
Hey-o.
defense full of pretenders. Playmakers make plays. Ours look at each other for an explanation. The offense, ... Too little, too late. Chargers incoming. No. Excuse me. Changes incoming? ? No. Cheers to Bradley, the turnstile Bozeman. Yeah, Bradley Bozeman. I mean, roll tide. But dude, we got to do something else. It's not working at all. Get Andre James in there. Just try it, please. I beg you.
I'm just saying, every player that has turned us away from coming on to the show that previously agreed,
It's true.
it's bad luck. Not gonna
Bad
lie.
luck.
It's true.
Hey.
All right. Stephanie Chamberlain, 499 says Herbert passed damn near 60 passes and was our leading rusher. No run game, no offensive line. Our defense nowhere to be found. Can't win like that. That's pretty much sums it up today, Stephanie.
Definitely, you're right. You're right. It's no, it's funny.
You're right,
60 passes.
Stephanie.
I think the Raiders ran 29 plays today, by the way. To think Herbert had 60 opportunities to throw the ball is freaking nuts.
His arm's probably killing him.
Yeah. Vidal running against the Dolphins was an outlier. The Dolphins' run defense is the worst in the NFL by a mile. Judkins has 3 touchdowns today. What you saw out of Vidal today was less than what you expect, but I don't think you should expect a ton out of Vidal in terms of yards. And the offensive line is just not good either.
I think that really just goes to show how bad Miami's run defense is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they got one win.
One Ayala, $5 says there's some ref crews that hate Harbaugh. We hardly get any calls our way. Herbert gets hit late constantly, always. Anyways, on to the next one. Yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert does hold the ball a little too late sometimes. Like the RPO where he's just standing there. For anybody that knows football, which is pretty much everybody that watches this show, on an RPO, you got to get it out quick because the offensive line is not going to be blocking too long. When he holds that ball, he's going to get hit late.
Dude, that was weird to see. Josh, that was weird to see today.
Yeah.
It almost looked like a guy that just learned how to run an RPO that didn't know how to run the timing. Like it wasn't Justin Herbert like on that one. You know what I'm talking about? Like, dude, that ball needs to come out now. It was very strange that he held it about 2.5 seconds too long.
Yeah.
I know we're going to give him a lot of praise for today, but Josh, I really felt like it took him a while to get going in this game.
I thought it did too. In the pass to Ladd, where he threw it like 5 feet over his head, where he's wide open, that just wasn't Justin Herbert either. He took a while for him to throw the ball. He was open for a long time. Even on the Keenan Allen touchdown, Keenan was open for like 3 seconds before he threw him the ball. He was a little late on his reads. I think when a quarterback gets hit that much, it just messes with you. Like Justin Herbert takes so many hits, he might be thinking, where am I going to get hit next? I don't know. Charles Oglesby, 499, says the common denominator in all these years of struggle is ownership. The Spanos family needs to sell the team.
Look, Charles, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, god dang, when the Klein family owned the team, it didn't change anything. The team didn't win. I don't want to put it on ownership. I think I know it's easy to put a blame on ownership, but what's the Spanos doing? Family doing? I mean, he gave $20 million to a head coach, something we begged him to do. I'm not putting this on Spanos. I'm not a Spanos apologist. Trust me, but at the same time, Dean's not out there wearing a jersey and a helmet.
I think it's to when this team's fully healthy. Like when a Hampton comes back, Alt's back, then I'll be the ultimate panic button and start really finger pointing. But right now, it's just survive and try to advance until these guys can get a little bit healthier and try to maintain top of your division, even though it's really slipping through the cracks right now.
I'm done with the uniforms, by the way. I'm done with the uniforms. I don't want to see them again.
Oh my God, those were
terrible.
Oh.
One more banana boat reference, and I'm gonna do something to myself that's not good. Yeah, I can't do that.
Also, like the Watts, all of them, I'm all set. I don't need it. I don't need any more of them. I know you're a great football player, but I mean this in the nicest way possible. Just white guys from the suburbs that are in the NFL just aren't interesting and they aren't fun. You know what I mean? I get your parents made you eat 8 pounds of food so you'd be ginormous human beings and be good at sports, but I got it. And then now you want to be like Harry Potter, a jacked Harry Potter, but don't try to be funny. You're not really that funny. You're not that entertaining. Just, be the nice guy and then just stop being on everything.
And I'm with you, by the way. I think the Watt family is very dislikable. I'm sorry that when they used to do the commercials, the sandwich commercials together, Derek was a huge disappointment. We had him in a Charger uniform. We didn't get TJ or JJ, but JJ's red light JJ. Remember when they did Hard Knocks? There's JJ in the middle of the night, doing the one-handed catches off the machine, the jugs machine. And you're like, all right, red light JJ. I'm so pissed off he was hired to become a broadcaster. So burnt out on JJ.
And it's also too I don't even, they are just they're not entertaining at all. I don't get it.
Tim Tron 499 says, fellas, let's meet up at the Bolt to try out for offensive line. And holy cow, what a finish in Denver.
It was good for the Broncos. All I know is I just can't believe an NFL game you could score 33 points after not scoring the entire first 3 quarters. 33 freaking points. I don't know what that plane flight back to New York is if you're the Giants. I mean, what do you even say? If you're Brian Dable. Remember what I said on Thursday? I go, if the Giants beat the Broncos, I will never say anything bad about Scatterboo or goddamn Jackson Dart ever again. Well, you guys didn't do that. It's on. Both you guys.
Yeah.
Sons of Cleat, $10 says, I said this after we started 3-0, but chalk it up to my 40 years of watching the Chargers. We went 8-8 and missed the playoffs after starting 3-0 in 2002. Welcome to Chargers football.
I got nothing to say.
Yeah, what am I supposed to say? I mean, dude, you're probably...
He's been watching as long as I've been watching. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I still can't get over the Chargers losing to the goddamn Oilers in the playoffs when the Oilers didn't have their starting quarterback or Earl Campbell. Chargers had a home game in the postseason and lost. How does that happen?
Connor McDavid had 4 goals in that game.
Say that again. What?
So Connor McDavid had 2 goals in that game.
It's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Chargers football has been disappointing, but 3-0, I thought the Chargers for sure going to make the playoffs. I still think the Chargers are going to make the playoffs. Am I an idiot for thinking the Chargers are going to make the playoffs?
I picked the Chargers to win this goddamn game. Who was it? Josh didn't pick him to win, or Mario didn't pick him to win?
Mario.
I had Colts winning.
Yeah, you did. You got it right. I'm a glasses overflowing type of guy.
Nestor Rios 199 says, your cigars are going to get dried out, Uncle Dave.
Let me tell you something, Nestor. Okay. You're right. I didn't smoke a cigar today, but I smoked one last night in Nashville with Josh after Alabama knocked off Tennessee. Had a good time right there in the street, smoking cigars. Said something to a guy in a wheelchair probably shouldn't have said. I kind of regret it. Okay. Kind of crossed the line a little bit. All right. But I was in a good mood last night.
That was on him. I saw what happened. That was
Okay,
on
let
him.
me.
What did he
I'll ask
say? What
Mario.
happened? What was the scenario?
Dude, we're sitting there having a good time. Alabama's about to clinch the game. This guy in a wheelchair goes right past us, runs over my feet. I was like, "Take it
And he-
easy, Hot Wheels." and I was
He
like,
took out a few people during the night, though. It wasn't just Dave.
Yeah.
This guy wasn't cool. He was not
Was
cool.
he
so-
hammered?
I wasn't hammered.
Probably. I don't know.
He was just a jerk. Almost cussed. He was just a jerk. But last night, when we're in Nashville, I'm in San Diego right now. First thing I did when I landed, I had to take my shoes and throw them in the wash and stuff. The guy put his wheelchair marks right over the top of my white shoes. I was pissed.
Yeah, he wasn't cool.
Yeah. Hot
Yeah, he
Wheels
wasn't
is
cool. But I
very
did smoke
funny.
with Carl last night. And I did say, Mara, I did say to Josh's wife, I looked at her, I said, I think I've used all my sports luck for the weekend. I go, Dodgers going to the World Series on Friday. Alabama big win against Tennessee. I think Chargers get their asses kicked tomorrow. There's no chance I get 3 days in a row of good stuff.
So I went to bed like really early. I missed the game on Friday. I thought I was hammered looking at that Ohtani stat line.
The greatest game of all time by one person. Greatest game of
I
all time.
checked. I literally checked 3 different sites because I was like, surely this isn't right. That's
It
insane.
was right.
Also,
Stop calling me
Nestor.
Shirley. Yeah.
You're on fire today. Nashville
Nashville
got you
irritated.
Whittier.
Dude, I got up at 1 a.m. I've been up for a long time. Josh made
Also,
me go out
Nestor.
last night, have a couple drinks, smoke cigars, and didn't sleep before I caught that plane. I haven't slept at all.
It was fun. It was a
You
good time.
hungover? You guys hungover?
Nah. No, not at all.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Tanner, he drank Diet Coke for the beginning of the game. Lame. Tanner Lozier, $4.99, family friend, says Indiana Jones is the truth. JT, Offensive Player of the Year. Sorry, boys. Chargers going to win 4 of the next 5, though. So let's look at the next 5 games for the Chargers. They have Vikings. Not going to be easy. Thursday Night Football. They lost today. We got the Tennessee Titans, possibly the worst team in the NFL. They lost today. You got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost their last game. And then you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They lost. And then you have the Raiders, who are right there at the Titans as the worst team in the NFL. So the next 5 games are against teams that all lost today. The hardest game for me here is probably the Vikings, and then Pittsburgh and Jacksonville. Titans and Raiders should be no-brainer wins. You agree?
I think Tanner's onto something. I think, honestly, I like his prediction right there. Also, again, I've known Tanner almost his whole life. I'll give him credit. This kid right here, he was a Colts fan before anybody was a Colts fan in Southern California, but he listens to this show, every single one of them, doesn't miss a show. So I know it was a big day for his Colts. At the same time, and damn, man, I wish we played complete football like the Colts.
I heard Tanner's best friends with the Colts guy. This is our team.
He sent us that video this week. He's really? Yeah, he did send us that.
So funny.
Culprit 1985 $5 says, I am never okay with the loss. I must say I am okay with what I saw this game, even though we lost. We will be hard to beat in a few weeks. We'll get there. This guy's glass is overflowing. I will say, and I'm not making excuses for this team at all, I much rather lose when the offense is good and the defense is bad than the defense is good and the offense is bad. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I played offense when I played football, but I like when we lose and the offense is better than the opposite. Like, it's more fun for me to watch, at least.
This is what Derwin James just said after the loss in the Colts. We look like crap today, but with explicit word. We look like trash today. We give up 40 points in our own stadium. Facts, true or not true, Dave?
Yeah, he's absolutely right. I agree with Derwin. I mean, I'm a huge Derwin fan. Number one, he wants to be held accountable. He thinks the team should be held accountable. I mean, we never worry about number 3. We say it all the time. We wish we had an entire defense that played like number 3. That's where I'm at least. You know, with Derwin James, you're never gonna hear me rip Derwin James. I'll be sad the day he decides to call it a career and retire. So we've only won, let's see, how many home games? We played 3 home games. Is that correct? We won 1 against the Broncos. All right, lost to the Commanders at home and lost to the Colts at home. That's not good. There's no home field advantage, right?
I mean, 4 home games technically, right? With the Chiefs.
Brazil. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, doesn't count. Next comments from XCap 199 says, Scout department needs a fraud investigation, YOLO. Okay, fraud investigation, YOLO, one word. I don't know what that's supposed to be about, but yeah, I mean, Joe Ortiz, he didn't dress the offensive line. We could talk about it over and over again. He didn't think it was an issue. Obviously, we knew what we had. You got Zion Johnson, Bradley Bozeman running it back. Mekhi Becton gets hurt putting his cleats on. And what do you expect?
You can't be the biggest guy in football and get hurt all the time. It's ridiculous. I told you who Mekhi Becton is. He's that guy in the longest yard that gets his nose broken, the big tough guy. And then as soon as they take the field,
Switowski?
Yeah.
Switowski?
Yeah. And then Adam Sandler's talk him into staying on the team. Yeah, dude, that's Mekhi Becton. It's embarrassing.
When Becton ran back on the field, by the way, I was like, dude, he looks like a wounded deer running back out there. Like I was like, does any coach on there going, hey, maybe not. That guy looks like he can barely move.
My God, dude.
I think they looked on the bench, Mario, and they said, please get back on the field.
That's very true. They're like, we literally have one more guy left.
Yeah. Foster Shrell's like, I can go in. They're like, nope, stay back, please.
Never mind. You're good.
Yeah. I like this comment right here. It's from Slodden Ain't Easy. 199 says, Gadsden better than Symbol Warren. Okay. I'm not there yet. Okay. I think Rondé Gadsden's very good. I think Tyler Warren is a top 5 tight end in the NFL for sure. Did you see the graphic today where they showed how many different positions he plays? It's Penn State all over again. This guy's very good. Rondé Gadsden, who says he can't be a top 10 tight end, pass catching tight end in the NFL by the end of the season? This guy's good.
He was the highlight of the game. And if you want to walk away with the positive, it was him. And he catches the high passes and the low passes.
Mm-hmm.
He can catch anything.
Maybe this hot take. I'd take him over Loveland right now.
I would too.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the comments we have. We have any other thoughts?
Sad and angry at the same time. Disappointed.
Yeah.
Disappointed by the way this thing played out. I thought the Colts toyed with us the entire time. Even that last drive where we ended up 4th and 1,000,000. Dude, the Colts knew what they were doing. They made it sure that we just basically we're going to burn the clock. They weren't concerned if we scored. The Colts at no point were worried about the Chargers at any point in that game. They completely controlled everything.
Mm-hmm.
They controlled both sides of the ball. They controlled the clock. There was nothing there. And anyone wants to sit there and talk about Justin Herbert's passing yards, it's what the Colts decided to do to earn a win. That game was never in jeopardy for the Colts. Shane Steichen knew exactly what he was doing the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, this was a classic Justin Herbert game, like his rookie year, his second year, where he throws for 1,000,000 yards and the Chargers lose. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Yeah, and the reason Justin Herbert's throwing for so many yards is because our defense can't stop anybody. We're not going to run the ball because we can't, and we're behind. Oh,
I just can't wait for Marion Hampton to come back. Like
him and Joe Alt
dying. Seriously, I think Alt's back this week. By the way,
I thought he was.
I think he's playing Thursday.
Practice, I was hoping he was going to come back this week, so we could have used him for sure.
I think with the short week, they're probably we can just wait it out.
Okay, well, how did that work out?
Maybe.
As Dr. Phil would say, how's that working for you?
Not good, Phil. Not good.
All right. So here's how the schedule is going to go this week. Tuesday, we're going to do a regular Tuesday show. Thursday, we're going to have 2 shows. We're going to do a pregame show. Normal time will be like a 1 o'clock Pacific time show. And then we're going to come back after the game on Thursday as well. So we'll knock out 2 shows on Thursday. I know when this team loses, it's not always easy to jump in and be part of the misery party, but appreciate everybody that does join us to be with us. Again, if you're obviously a big sports fan and you want to know who the Dodgers might play in the World Series, you might find out tonight. Seattle needs one more win against the Blue Jays. At the same time, you have Sunday Night Football. Monday night tomorrow, you got 2 games going on. A lot to talk about. Everyone knows. I know a lot of people in our group chat are Dodger fans too. I'm extremely excited. I'm not going to sit there and talk Dodger baseball with you guys, but obviously as a Dodger fan, I'm extremely excited that my team's back in it. So we'll leave it at that as far as Dodger talk. We need the Chargers to play up to what the Dodgers are doing. How's that? Simple enough. All right. Make it feel like we're a championship caliber team, because right now it doesn't feel like we are. A lot of work to be done. Let's see what Jim Harbaugh has to say, what the players have to say leading into the next game against the Vikes. It's going to be a short week. At least we don't have to get on an airplane to play it. And for the Vikes, they're coming off a disappointing loss against the Eagles. I don't even know who the starting quarterback is going to be next week for the Vikes. We should know hopefully by Tuesday if we're going to see Carson Wentz or JJ McCarthy, right?
I think they're expecting to be JJ.
Okay,
I
so
think,
JJ going
moving forward.
against going against Jim, right? Right. Last
Big
time they were
storyline.
together, they won in LA. They beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl. Hopefully it's one of those where Jim and Jesse know everything that's a weakness for JJ. All the trash talk and everything you can talk about. Let's make fun
Yeah.
of JJ. Let's make him hate being an NFL player, and let's get a win on Thursday night. So we'll lead into that starting on Tuesday. But again, appreciate everyone who joined us today. Thanks so much for participating in the show as well. Please like and subscribe. For Mario Heron, Josh Palais, I'm Dave Palais. We'll see you Tuesday, 1 o'clock Pacific time, everybody.
Hey, yeah, hey, it's the boat crew, and we always winning. Hey, go against us, I don't recommend it. Hey, it's the boat crew, best up in the business. It's the boat crew, repping for the city. Macking on and off the field like Khalil. They hate on us cause we keep it too real. I'm talking smack like Phil Rivers in the field. Oh, you mad again cause we kept it real? Why you mad? Hey, I'm talking smack, I feel like Uncle Dave. Hey, I bring the pain, I feel like Derwin James. I could run and gun, I feel like Herbo down the lane. I feel like LT the way I'm stiff arming these lanes. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah. Ay, we just wanna win, we just wanna win, ay. Putting on for the city, putting on for the city. We just wanna win, we just wanna win, yeah.